Coming up on today's news, we report on the building work around campuses, upcoming student charter launch, the Feedback on Feedback campaign, recent campus refreshers fairs, and the Smoke Radio relaunch. We'll also be checking in with the university's sports teams and finding out what's on in London with Greg Fluker. Hello everyone and welcome to Smoke News. My name is Lawrence.
And I'm Anna. Our first story today. Aiming to increase the student experience at full scale, the University of Westminster has embarked on a major multi-million-pound redevelopment of the Harrow and Marylebone campuses.
With developments in the pipeline for other sites, the projects will deliver new and improved facilities in order to provide better learning and social environments with more sustainable sites.
Precious Jampiti reports.
I'm here at the Harrow Campus where last year major plans to remodel the site began and are now well underway. It's all part of a £60 million refurbishment happening across Westminster campuses. But what exactly is going on and how will it affect the students?
The Harrow project has been running for about the last 2 years, and in terms of what's really happening on site, it's really got quite busy most recently, and we've actually begun to refurbish parts of A block, which is the tower block on site. The next step at Harrow is to create a new forum space, and this will create a new identity as you approach the academic buildings from the tube end of the site and you're walking up the pathway. And as you approach, there will now be a brand new glazed frontage which occupies currently a courtyard, and that will build in a space that will be good for reception. It's a good place for students to meet. It will be a place where they can obtain various aspects of catering, but also to engage in social learning as well. If I then move on to Marylebone, the site now is partially enclosed by hoardings, which is the building site, and we're creating a thing that we're calling the learning platform. Now the learning platform is essentially covering over the old podium. This project will now enclose all of that and bring all of that into use. We're also carrying out various improvements to some of the learning spaces. We're creating a new Harvard-style lecture theatre. We're improving some of the medium-sized seminar spaces, and we're actually improving the library as well. So a number of other things are going on around this core space.
The redevelopment plan is a really nice idea, and our university is going to have a really nice look.
I think it's good because it shows that the university are willing to invest money into the quality of student life.
The work is set to continue over the semester and it is feared it may cause disruption, but procedures have now been put in place to make this as minimal as possible.
There's obviously a period where we have some disruption, and so we've particularly asked our estates department to think really carefully and have a really good plan for how we'll minimise the disruption.
We've made sure wherever possible that the disruption is kept to a minimum, and if it has to happen, certain activities will be decanted to another site, but that's an absolute minimum, and we have looked at our programme very carefully to make sure that it's business as usual wherever possible for the university.
Well, it's a bit disconcerting because you arrive and try to wonder how do you get into the building, but I think it's a good idea. I mean, university should be on top, should have good isolation, should have good heating system, should have good everything. I mean, we pay for uni, so we might as well be in a modern university that has everything we need.
Although disruption is inevitable, it's all part of the university's attempt to transform the student experience. This will create a modern, environmentally friendly learning environment for students.
The Students' Union has teamed up with the Estates and Facilities Department at Marylebone campus to offer students one free drink a day. Remember to head up to the Students' Union office to claim your voucher.
I'll definitely be getting mine.
Sure.
In other news today, we see the launch of the new Student Charter, a key document stating a learning partnership between the university and students.
The Student Charter is the first of its kind here at Westminster and will be hosted at Regent's Campus by the Vice-Chancellor and President of the Students' Union, Tariq Mari.
And now to some more exciting campus news. Last week, the Refreshers Fair returned to all of our campuses, welcoming the new semester with music and activities organised by Students' Union.
Everyone was encouraged to sign up for different clubs and societies and definitely to enjoy our Smoke Media entertainment.
Moving on now to the feedback campaign, where students have been requesting higher quality feedback on coursework submitted. As a result of many complaints about the standard of feedback, the Students' Union are doing what they can to tackle the problem. Sophie Cook reports.
Have you ever had a piece of feedback that maybe you couldn't read or you couldn't understand, or even worse, there wasn't any? Here in universities in the UK, this is becoming an increasing problem.
kidding me? This is rubbish. Do better next time. Like, seriously, how is that constructive? How does that help me with the next essay that I'm supposed to be doing?
I actually got one last week that actually makes no sense. It's, you know, like doctor's handwriting, you can't even understand what's going on. I think I read the word cocktail twice.
The numbers are so big, they don't really have time to give students feedback for everything like that, and I don't think the feedback system is efficient here at all.
They don't actually give like specific points of what you need to do, so next time it can be hard to try and improve.
How are we as students meant to improve without the constructive advice on how we can progress? Here at the University of Westminster, the Vice President of Education has taken his time to work on this issue.
This is a major SU campaign for the second semester. We're collecting data at the moment, so we're going to the different schools, collecting information from students, finding out what their experience of feedback has been.
Last year, the University of Westminster scored 53% for the speed of feedback, 61% for the quality of feedback, 54% for the helpfulness of feedback. All of these scores fall lower than national average.
We're campaigning that all students have the right, it's not a privilege, it's a right to receive good, coherent, legible feedback. And that's something we're campaigning for this year.
We aim to take feedback very seriously. It's a critical part of student learning, so it's very important that good feedback is given at the right time in all sorts of ways. It's also important that students engage with that when it's available. And so we support anything which helps us deliver better feedback and helps the students engage more effectively with that feedback to improve their learning experience.
I think it's actually a really good scheme that they got going on, because students can actually say, you know, I don't understand the feedback and I can't improve if I don't understand it. So I think that's a really good idea.
And obviously grades will improve as well, because on certain modules students aren't performing very well, and that could be linked to little feedback, just tutors just not having time for students in general.
The campaign will be running over the next few months, so make sure you have your say.
If you, Lawrence, or me, or any one of you got an opinion on how your university can improve, your chance to be heard is coming up. February sees the launch of the National Student and Student Experience Surveys, providing you with the opportunity to give your feedback on your academic experience and on related support and resources.
The National Student Survey is issued to final year undergraduate students across the whole of the UK who can give their opinions on their overall course and university experience. And the Student Experience Survey is for anyone else who wants to have their say and help improve the future quality of university life. So make sure you get down there and make your voice heard.
As there have been no support fixtures in the past week, we've taken the time to catch up with the Vice President of Activities on what we can look forward to for this semester.
This term we've actually got a few more sports teams that have started up. We have softball, which has not been done before, so hopefully we can get that up and running. So make sure you support. Swimming team is still picking up, it's taking its time, but yeah, teams that have always been there still are like rugby, football, badminton, basketball doing really well as well.
I'm just giving you a quick update on how we're doing so far in the season. At the moment we're sitting joint top of the league with Sussex, currently on 4 wins, 1 loss. Overall the team's doing really well. A lot of strength, a lot of character, a lot of energy, all intensity. What we're expecting a little bit more of obviously is more energy, more intensity, and hopefully we can win a second title in as many years.
To look forward to, we have varsity coming up. Varsity is when it's our university, all the sports teams of Westminster compete against another university, against all their sports. So we try and match up with like similar, equal universities. Normally we have varsity with West London, that's TVU, formerly known as. This year we're having it not only with West London but also with City University, because we've grown so much in sports teams. You know, they're not matching us anymore. They've only got 4 sports teams. We've now gone way past that. We're moving up to like 27 and more.
We're currently at 62% win ratio across all of our teams. I mean, we're doing really good and we're hoping to kind of keep that up this term. We've got a new batch of freshers coming in. We've got loads of new one-term, single-term students that had left, so trying to rebuild some of the teams. I mean, but yeah, should be good. I'm hoping it will go down well.
Let's go Dragons!
The Dragons look like they're off to a cracking season. Let's hope they do well. Now, over to you.
Now it's over to Greg, not to me, to find out what's on in London this week.
Greg.
Thanks, guys. Welcome to What's on London, bringing you the best of London life. Chinese New Year starts today and London's going to celebrate in style. The largest celebration will take place on the 29th of January in Trafalgar Square, and best of all, it's free. Nearby, check out Chinatown for other activities to welcome in the Year of the Dragon. This Friday sees Joyriders at the Roxy in Tottenham Court Road blast the latest chart anthems along with some disco classics. The weekly event's only £5 for students, so head down for an affordable night out. Early doors at 5 p.m, and if you can last until doors close at 3:30 in the morning, you're a tougher party animal than me. Finally, one of London's most well-loved plays has a special offer on tickets. Blood Brothers follows the lives of two boys, Mickey and Eddie, as they deal with some of life's hard times. The show runs at the Phoenix Theatre and tickets are available from £18.99. That's all for this week. Details about all of these events can be found on our blog, smokelondon.wordpress.com. Until next week, bye-bye. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Greg. I'll definitely be out celebrating the new year on Wednesday. Thanks for joining us, guys.
But last but not least, don't forget about the Smoke Radio relaunch party tonight on at the Undercroft Bar in the Harrow Campus at 10 p.m. The university's student radio station has prepared something special to mark the beginning of a brand new year. So don't miss out, guys.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Lawrence. And this is it for today's news.
Thank you for watching, and always remember, smoke news spreads like fire.
Bye.
Bye.